Known for its stunning beaches and vibrant coastal atmosphere, Wrightsville Beach is a popular destination for many. From high-end luxury homes to smaller, charming cottages, Wrightsville Beach has just about everything that anyone could imagine or want in a hometown. But what does the Barrier Island actually look like, and how much does it actually cost to live here? And what are some of the amenities nearby Wrightsville Beach that you can take advantage of when you move here? That's what we're discussing today. What's up, everybody? I'm Avery with the Living in Jacksonville, North Carolina channel. Thank you for stopping in. If you haven't done so already, be sure to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you're notified every single week that we drop a new video. We drop a new video every Tuesday and Thursday pertaining to all things Eastern North Carolina, what it's like to sleep, eat, live, and play here. And guys, as much as we love making these videos, educating you about the area, we would love even more to help you with the real estate needs. So that phone number and email address popping up on the screen, I am the one that responds to all the calls, texts, and emails. And we absolutely love chatting with you guys, figuring out where you're moving from and then what you're looking for in Eastern North Carolina. So definitely don't hesitate to shoot us a call, text, or email. And with all that said, guys, today we're talking about Wrightsville Beach. I'm going to start with the housing here, the real estate on Wrightsville Beach, and we're going to work our way all the way down to the amenities that you can take advantage of when you decide to move here. And so you're going to want to stick to the end because some of those amenities are pretty badass. But without further ado, we're going to jump into the video and we're going to talk about some of the housing right now. All right, so diving into the real estate section of this video, real estate here in Wrightsville Beach is pretty freaking amazing in my opinion. You can get $12 to $15 million homes, high-end super luxury homes on the beach or on the intercoastal, or you can get like a $700,000 charming cottage somewhere in the middle, right? Much smaller, not nearly as high-end finishes in the house, but still an amazing property, and the proximity to the beach, you just can't beat it. So from about 700,000 to about 15 million, it's a pretty big range, especially for a 2.5 mile stretch, Wrightsville Beach. With that said, there is a mix between contemporary homes, modern, contemporary. There are some coastal capes or craftsman style homes. So, you know, you can get just about any style home that you're looking for. You can definitely get it on Wrightsville Beach. Now, looking into the boring part, the numbers, but it helps paint the picture about how desirable Wrightsville Beach real estate actually is. Right now, we're looking at about 2.47 months supply inventory. That means that we are in a pretty significant seller's market, and houses fly off the market. They're actually only on the market for 8 days. So if you're interested in real estate on Wrightsville Beach, you definitely have to act fast. If you see something on Zillow or a search inquiry, you're definitely going to have to look at it and pull the trigger relatively quickly and make your mind up relatively quickly before it's gone. Now, with that said, list to sold price is about 98.9%, so 99%. So almost every seller is getting what they're asking for on the home. The median sold price in Wrightsville Beach is $2,099,000, and that is up 28.38% month over month. So those are June numbers because the only numbers that we actually have at our disposal are historic numbers. You know, we can do the math at 28.38% for the month of August, which is when this video is being recorded. And our median sold price, if the trend remains, is about $3.43 million. So real estate is only climbing in terms of pricing here, in terms of sold price rather. So once again, if you're interested in Wrightsville Beach real estate, you definitely have to act fast, and you need to make sure that you're ready to spend that kind of money. You know, like I said, you can get a $15 million property here on the beach, or you can get a $700,000 property on the beach. But those lower price points are definitely going to be climbing into the 800s here soon. So if 700 is more of your style, then you're definitely going to want to act fast. Don't wait, because they're not going to be that cheap for very long. And the barrier island does have a good mix of single family homes, multifamily homes, condos, townhouses. There's not that much land for sale, and not too many apartments for sale either. So the majority, the bulk of the sales in the area and the bulk of what's actually on the beach are condos, townhomes, and single families. And then also throwing in some multifamily investment spaces and that kind of thing. Now, with the real estate prices being where they are, that's definitely much higher than the national average. But with that said, everything else, as far as cost of living goes, is generally in line with the national average. Groceries in the area do tend to be slightly over the national average, and restaurants and that kind of food scene do tend to be higher than the national average as well. Insurance is also a big culprit in being higher than the national average, just because you're in a vulnerable place as far as hurricanes and cyclones go, or tropical storms rather. So, flood insurance is definitely going to be the bulk of your insurance expenses. And that's something you definitely want to get with your insurance rep about and figure out how you can put that into your budget. But overall, as far as pricing and everything like that, it is relatively in line with the cost of living, just slightly higher than the national average. Now, as far as what Wrightsville Beach actually looks like, there's some drone footage that I'm showing you right now that can kind of give you an overview of what the area actually looks like. Now, Wrightsville Beach is a popular tourist destination, so there's public beach access all throughout the beach. So what that means is that, yes, it is going to be busy. There are going to be people going to and from their vacation spots, right? From their rentals to the beach. There's going to be a lot more vehicle traffic. There's going to be a lot more foot traffic going to the restaurants, going to some of the shops, so on and so forth. And then also, the homes on the beach are pretty close to each other. It seems to be the trend with pretty much every island in eastern North Carolina. The homes are just so close to each other. But even, in the middle, right, the middle row of Wrightsville Beach, everything is pretty much right on top of each other. You're certainly not going to have any land to go and, play a pickup football game or anything like that. Unless you go out onto the beach with your family or your friends. But the homes are close together. The roads are fairly skinny. And yes, the traffic, foot traffic and vehicle traffic is pretty busy. But with that said, most of the locals don't let that stop them from having a good time here in Wrightsville Beach, or just living their best life in Wrightsville Beach. There's also boat slips just about everywhere you look. If you look at a body of water, unless it's the beach, you're not going to find a spot where there's not a boat slip. Boating and water activities are a must here in Wrightsville Beach. A lot of the locals have boats, kayaks, things like that, where they can go and just take advantage of living on the water. That is the priority of a lot of the locals that move here. And so with that said, that is why Wrightsville Beach has such a vibrant coastal feeling to it, because there's so many boats. There's yachts, there's sailboats, there's wakeboarding boats, everything. Kayaks, fishing boats, you name it, Wrightsville Beach has it, and the locals here just definitely take advantage of it, and you can feel it as you drive over the bridge onto Wrightsville Beach. You can feel the coastal environment here. So, if you move here, you're definitely going to want to consider getting a boat, getting a kayak, or something to that effect, right, to kind of fit in with the local populace. All right, and moving on to all of the popular amenities here in Wrightsville Beach, excluding the beach itself, because you get it, it's a beach, right? There's 2.5 miles of beautiful, pristine beaches that you can go and sunbathe, you know, do some water activities, hang out with the family, eat lunch, all of that on the beach. And that just never gets old. In my opinion, Wrightsville Beach is one of the better places to go, but it does get a little busy if you like sort of a slower atmosphere, or maybe even a family-friendly atmosphere. You're definitely going to want to look over to Cary Beach, and that's a little bit of a slower lifestyle and more family-friendly beach. But Wrightsville Beach has its own perks, and you know, some of the amenities that are nearby that you might want to take advantage of after you move here is Johnny Mercer's Pier. It's a fishing pier, offers obviously views of the ocean, views of Wrightsville Beach itself, and then plenty of fishing opportunities. There are boating and water sports, so wakeboarding, you know, fishing tours, charter boats, jet skiing, paddle boards, and just many other charters you can take advantage of with the boating and water sports. There's botanical gardens, there are biking and walking trails all throughout Wrightsville Beach, seaside dining, so there's a ton of restaurants overlooking the water that you might want to take advantage of. It's nice for you and the wife, you and the husband, you and the family to go and have a nice dining experience overlooking the water. If you're not used to the weather here and the sun, definitely find a table with a umbrella. Definitely going to help you out and minimize those sunburns. You know, like I said, there's fishing charters. You can take advantage of the surfing. Wrightsville Beach has some of the top surfing in the area. Kiteboarding, windsurfing. They do have fitness and yoga classes on the beach. So if that's something that you're interested in, you know, fitness classes, but also being out in nature and being on the beach, it's hard. It's very challenging. If you've never worked out on the beach before, it is very challenging, but definitely worth it. You get to be right on the beach and, you know, have your workout. And then once again, there are waterfront parks. There's some bars, live music venues, and other nightlife options for residents and tourists. And then there's boat rentals and boat tours and waterfront resorts nearby as well. So there's a number of activities, a number of amenities that you can take advantage of on Wrightsville Beach. The only thing that I want to say is that, you know, just like you know of these amenities and you take advantage of these amenities, so do tourists. And Wrightsville Beach is a very heavily tourist area. So something to be cognizant of if you're going out to dinner. Yes, you are going to be eating right next to tourists. That's just part of Wrightsville Beach. And so if you're not quite interested in that, then you might want to go down to like Carolina or Cary Beach. But Wrightsville Beach is definitely one of the top beaches in the area, and it's an amazing place to live. Wilmington itself is a highly tourist traveled area. So, you know, it just trickles into the beaches nearby. But with all that said, guys, hope you learned something about Wrightsville Beach. It is one of the most pristine beaches in the area, and definitely that vibrant coastal town that you would see like on TV or in movies. So if you're interested in real estate here, if you're interested in visiting here, having, you know, a drink or coming to some of the breweries or some of the other sites to see, definitely hit me up. That phone number, email address on the screen. I am the person that responds to all the calls, texts, and emails. We would love to link up with you, have a conversation, talk about the real estate, and talk about, you know, some of the other amenities in the area. And until the next video, guys, peace. See you later.